Hi, welcome back to my channel and happy Friday. I do have my front door open, so you may hear traffic drive by, and Bruce just got off the couch. He generally sits on the couch if I don't do anything, if I don't film or anything like that. But as soon as I start talking, he wakes up and then gets off his couch. So I will apologize in advance if you do hear him. In front of you are my two Hobonichis. This is my Hobonichi cousin. And then this is my 5-year diary, Hobonichi. So let's go through a quick flip through of this, of what I've done this past week. And actually I want to show you, okay, jumping ahead. So again, this is my monthly layout. And this I come back to fill in the information. This is my weekly spread. So this is for this week. And I kept it really, really simple. I didn't decorate or put down any washi. This was for last week. And then I want to show you the January page, which is my currently page. So I am almost completed reading my second book. And then so I'm probably not going to read a third book because the month is going to end out pretty soon. But this is how I'm using that monthly January page. So let's go into the daily pages. So today's Friday. I don't have anything for that. So this is for Thursday. I have a Burpees seed catalog. I like to plant things. And so after I finished looking it over, I decided to cut out some of the flowers and put them into the book. And again, I'm trying this year not to go chunky with my cousin. And so far, I think I'm doing a pretty good job. And I'm really happy with how thin it's been. But again, we're 1 month into the year. This is Wednesday. My husband co-worker brought in some avocados. And I've had it now, I think, for a little less than 2 weeks, and I think it's ripe enough to eat. And so on Wednesday I went ahead and cut one out, or cut one up. So the one he gave us is called Pinkerton. And then in the back, in my garden, I have a Eureka lemon tree, and I fertilized it before we had the big rainstorms from a couple of weeks ago. And now there's a lot of flower buds. Pretty happy about that. This is a broccoli I try to draw. They look really easy to draw, but it's pretty. It took me some time to even come up with this crown part of the broccoli. But on Tuesday, I planted some seedlings that I bought from Home Depot. I'm not having much luck sprouting them myself. So I decided to try to start with a 6-pack. That's Kit Kat right there. And get that planted. On Monday, so on Sunday, so let's go back a little bit. So this is lyrics to a song called Living on the Edge by Aerosmith. It's a band I grew up with. And so Sunday was Chinese New Year. And so when I'm Chinese, in case you didn't know. So on Sunday, or actually Saturday night, so on the eve of it, there was a shooting in Monterey Park. And I live in Southern California. Monterey Park is a community that myself and my family, and some of my friends, we, visit. So it hit home. 11 people died. And I don't know. So I had decorated this Saturday morning, obviously not knowing about the shooting that was going to happen Saturday night. And so it just felt appropriate to leave it blank for what happened. So that's all I'll say about that. This is for Saturday during the day. This is for last Friday. We have a Disney Chase card. And cat, don't sneeze on my book. we have a Disney Chase card, and so they came out with new images, and they were really cute. They're kind of little cards. So I went ahead and cut out the ones that I could cut out, and then taped it in here because I thought it was pretty cute. And then you've seen this last week. Now in here, I also did not do too much. This is my sketchbook doodle book. I want to track my sketching to see if it improves in the next 5 years. So because of what happened, you know, Saturday night to Sunday, I wasn't really in the mood to do too much. So this is from Sunday. I try to sketch out a blue crab. So it's going to be, I think, kind of interesting to try to color this in. I'm going to be using the shimmery watercolors that I have, and it is from a raw, Ruben, oh no, I looked up his name, now I can't remember. I will tell you next time, or maybe I'll list it down below, the brand of watercolor that I used to color this in. This is a clownfish that I try to draw. And again, it looked really, really easy when you look at the photo because it's just 3 colors. And you know, and the shape didn't look too hard to try to sketch, but this was the best that I could do. This is an acorn woodpecker. And apparently they like to collect acorns, drill a hole in an empty tree, and then drop it in there. And then in the wintertime, they go back and forage and eat in there. So I thought that was pretty neat. That's my woodpecker. This is the dumpling squid. And I think last week I showed you just the drawing. So this is what it looked like with the, I don't know if you can see the shimmer. Yeah, you can. So I finally colored him in. I don't think he looks as good as the original photo, but I don't know. I don't think it turned out too bad. So there's him, and then ending it with Mr. Toad. So this is a very quick look of my 2 Hobonichis. This is my cousin. This is my A5 5-year diary. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe if you'd like to see after the pin videos. I am currently using the Hobonichi and the Happy Planner, and then sometimes my Traveler's Notebooks. So if I don't see you again, have a great weekend. Bye.